It's Wednesday. That's what one long-time observer said to me when I asked how she thought it was going. Now, this is the day when the ministers that arrive, those that do, take over the negotiations, and they stake out some of their ground and also realise what they've been handed by their negotiators. So there was a bit of stamping of territory. There was also those potentially serious disputes overnight on a key area of what's called loss and damage, where members of the G77 and China allegedly walked out of a meeting saying that there wasn't enough attention to the needs of the vulnerable countries. They weren't happy with the progress of discussions in that area. Australia was involved in those allegations, but in many ways Australia's been an easy whipping boy, often perhaps deserved, but sometimes it's the projections of perhaps of old Australia, or people looking anxiously for who are the key blockers, has seen Australia cop a fair bit of stick. It hasn't helped having some ideological foghorns, and of course the heat from the repeal debate in the House of Reps blowing across into these halls. On another bizarre background, the Polish minister who's been responsible for these talks, the Environment Minister, actually got the sack from his president and replaced by someone who specifically would promote fracking of shale gas far faster. Fortunately for the ex-minister, he's still going to have the responsibilities of running this convention, but an extraordinary indication of just how much the Polish government actually cares about this, quite frankly, having also hosted a coal conference next door. There are key technical issues still at play, and there are some very deep divisions there about a roadmap, what that should set out. Will that set out an actual specific timelines for when pledges come forward and when they can then be reviewed? What should be contained in those, and what should all parties do? And there's still some real echoes of old negotiations where they're trying to run two categories of countries of developed and developing that was set in '92, which are clearly outdated but are deeply important to many of the developing countries here. So plenty of play outside, but there's some key issues there, key issues on that roadmap, key issues on financing. Will the money be forthcoming in predictable ways? And also in loss and damage, which is the call for a new mechanism, an institution there to help particular vulnerable countries deal with the unmanageable consequences of climate change. So they'll be talking late into tonight, and we should get a better shape of the state of things tomorrow, Thursday, our time here, when we might get some new forms of words, whether they will be expanded or massively slashed. We will see, and some of the night will tell.